up for cyber lunch.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cyber Lunch, a weekly podcast that deals with the nostalgia reflected and integrated into our everyday lives through growing up in the digital revolution, plus a plethora of tangents and passionate discussions with special guests sometimes, and our favorite music, movies, video games, television shows from the past and today.
Greetings and salutations, cyberbots. Welcome back to the lunch table.
How soon can we say special guests occasionally or rarely?
Well, you know what's funny is like I bought this interface and it was relatively cheap, but it has Midas Pre's in it, so it's a decent machine. It's Behringer partnered with Midas. So for some reason or another, one of the inputs just doesn't want to work. Like it will record, but you can't get any audio for monitoring on the feedback. So
that's 3, right?
Yeah.
Or
so
3 is
that's
dead.
that's kind of like
Good job, Behringer.
You don't really need headphones. It is excessive, but it's more about a dynamic thing. Because if you're, you can't tell where you're at.
No, you're like,
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
how's the levels looking? Good.
Pop-Tarts or ravioli? Changed my mind.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
It has a filling, and
It's warm.
Yep, it is. It can be warm, but the only contradiction is that you can't put ravioli in a toaster.
True, and you can't eat ravioli cold either, unless it's been cooked.
You can.
I would.
Not unless it's been cooked.
Yeah, we're talking about like Chef Boyardee. Come on, we aren't making a homemade ravioli
Gross.
over here.
That's not ravioli, that's dog food.
I love dog food.
It's true.
Canned
I love
dog
it.
food. Dude, I was thinking the other day, I was watching a Daily Fails video, and there was a little girl that was, the mom gave her a biscuit to give her the dog, and the girl just starts eating it. And the mom's like, "You still like that?" And the little girl's like, "Mm-hmm." And I was thinking back, and I was like, I remember trying the dog biscuits. Like
I remember my
milk
dad
ones.
doing that in the grocery store when I was a
Heck
kid
yeah.
and thinking it was so weird.
Yeah, it tastes good.
What have you guys been up to? How was your weekend? You worked?
I just work.
Yeah.
I don't stop working anymore.
Never. Absolutely
It's
not.
horrid. People need to stop shopping. Soon it will be nice out, and people may go outside.
Yeah, to go to Costco. Even more of them will come out of the woodwork now.
It's just somewhere to go. I feel like it's a mall that's warm that you can
We are
walk
moving
around.
on.
It is free food and stuff.
Darrell probably had the most entertaining weekend of all of us, like always.
Well, I'm sorry. Heights Theater, Friday night.
You
You guys
go.
recommended it
Yeah.
last week.
Awesome.
The Heights or the movie? Or both?
Columbia Heights Movie Theater.
The Heights.
It's a historic theater. The theater
Yeah, I remember my
touts
grandma
itself
talking
as
about-
the Twin Cities' longest continuously operated show house. I thought that was kind of funny, the show house.
It is.
You can tell that the seats are dated.
Oh, yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Good.
like the old Target Center seats where it's like, ugh.
It's like this place survived like 3 fires and like this, that, and the other thing.
I've seen 4 wars.
Yeah, but one thing you would have hated, Jake, and you would have loved is like before the movie. You know how they have like those corny like where it's like, don't spoil the movie. Make sure your cell phones are turned
hate
off.
those.
And this that.
Brought to you by Pepsi.
This exit sign is down there where it says exit. Well, this one, it was like some old lady and her lipstick was off, and she's like, "Oh, hi, dear. Just make sure you have all your cell phones off." And she's like making cake, and it's like making like Tim and Eric like weird noises, and everybody in the like audience was off put. But the one thing I will say
Was
is,
it cheaply made or was it campy or is it?
Was it a real lady or was it a movie part? Like on,
it
on
was
the
like
screen?
like I said, it was like its own vignette about not using your cell phone and like not disturbing other people.
Was it poor quality?
Have a nice time at the movies, dear. It was just the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Were they like talking to you like they're your mom?
Yeah,
I feel like
kinda.
I may have seen that one. That's starting to sound familiar.
Yeah, and she's like in an apron in the kitchen.
Yeah, I
and it's
think
like,
I've seen that
She's
one.
like lapping like the egg yolk.
Whisking.
Okay, yeah.
Lapping. Is she eating it? She's eating the eggs.
Gross. Speaking of gross, but decent movie. I saw The Shape of Water there.
Did you go to the Dairy Queen next door after for a tasty treat?
No, everything was like shut down. All I saw was a bunch of churches.
Well, Dairy Queen's closed down during the winter over there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because they only do
Seasonal.
ice cream there. They don't do food. So.
Yeah.
Can I give a shout out to the dude on that organ?
Dude, the organ player's the best.
Absolutely killed it.
Yeah, they don't always do it. When I saw you got it, that was sweet. Yeah, because it's nice to get
Did they
that.
play like music from the movie?
No, he was just like shredding some straight circus bullshit.
Yeah, like old, like tiny, like theater music. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I never saw that part. I don't think when I
Yeah, they don't do it all the time.
Well, even when I was a little kid, I don't remember that part. But that could have just escaped me.
Yeah, I went there with my grandma and grandpa a couple of times because my grandma grew up in Columbia Heights and she remembers going there when she was a kid. So, and damn, she's like 70.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, there's the guy playing the little.
And that comes out of the stage?
Yeah, they got the chandeliers and the velvet curtains and the.
And there's just me cheesing.
Dude, it's
just
total
smiling
like
my ass
classic
off.
theater.
Yeah,
That's
I've never been to anything
that's
like
what's
that.
that's
in my
that's what's
life.
like when you used to like dress up and go to the movies and you have your
Yeah.
car drop you off.
I
was-
did.
I was-
I did. I had an Argyle sweater with white collar.
Where's your scarf and your hat and cane?
My scarf is in the car.
Wow.
It was.
It was built in 1926.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they used to have like a big drive-in over there, kind of on the
3
hilltop
fires.
area too.
It survived 3 fires, 1 bombing?
Apparently, I don't know. I don't know the full. Like,
I remember the
spectrum of
Fridley
story.
tornado. That went through the Apache Mall and stuff and effed everything up over there. That was the closest I ever came to my life to a tornado.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
I was over on Johnson Street, and it was like at my grandma's house, and we were in the basement, and it was over right by the mall, so that was within a couple miles. I remember that was terrifying. I remember that it screwed up the whole side of the mall. That was weird. That brings back memories. We're all weird.
It reminds me of like the first natural disaster movie that truly scared me was Twister. Because I remember like the sky would get green and then quiet. Like there'd be like a
Oh yeah,
calm.
I remember being
right
a kid and
before,
always
like-
looking at that.
And the air was like thick. It like just stopped.
It was like
Yeah.
weird. It
Yeah.
was like you were in the upside down.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah.
You're like,
You're like, with nightmare. I have nightmares where
it sounds like fucking Silent Hill or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like,
Screw that,
oh
man.
shit.
I used to go chasing that stuff down on my bike.
Hell no.
Oh, dude, me and my buddy always would. We'd like put like pinwheels on the front of our bikes so we could like see if the wind's picking up and stuff.
Dude, if there was a
Yeah.
tornado, I'd be cradling my Genesis. Like, please
Oh
God.
no. My neighborhood got trashed like in like '97 too when I was a kid, and we were like to the point where it was like on the news and stuff. Bunch of people got, and it was just like, oh, as a kid I was like, this is cool, man. As an adult, you're like, my goddamn deductible.
I know.
But as a kid, it's interesting.
I remember I was close to the Hugo tornado too.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy ass
I was
one.
within a couple miles of that one too, where it just
Oh,
destroyed
no,
that-
nowhere too, so
Yep.
it's just picking up speed.
Yeah, we were at my uncle's house and we went inside to hide from it. And then when we came out, we went and drove around the neighborhood, and there was like pieces of roof from this development like 3 miles away, like in his woods. There was like insulation falling from the sky still, and it was insane.
It's crazy.
Insane. Anyway, enough talk about natural disasters.
You guys are big fans of Guillermo. We were talking about it
I'm a
last
fan.
week.
I'm a fan.
I really want to see that
Well, you like
exhibit.
Hellboy,
Mm-hmm.
and Pan's Labyrinth, The Orphanage, which is a hard watch.
Oh, dude,
We
that's
did
a
talk
great
about
one.
it, but
if you
this
like
is my segue at the end of the day.
if you like The Orphanage, you should borrow the movie I made Jake watch.
Devil's Backbone. You'd like it. Yeah.
But moving on.
Shape of Water.
Does he have anything to do with the new Hellboy?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I can't remember what
I don't
director
think
that
so.
was.
I'm excited for that. Anyway.
It's a good film, but it's so heavy-handed.
This one? Of
Yes.
course. Is it like, yeah, that's how he is though. Is it
But-
the same creature from Hellboy?
I don't.
It's the same
know.
actor, isn't it? Isn't it Doug Jones, the guy who plays the fish man in Hellboy?
You mean the guy from Frasier, Frasier's brother?
No, that's
No, that was the
that's
original
voice.
Hellboy.
That's the voice. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he was the original guy, and then they switched to the other guy.
No,
Yeah,
I
the
Hellboy,
first
too.
one.
I didn't even
Yeah.
put 2 and 2 together. I won't spoil the ending, but it's worth a watch. There's some good scenes. There's some cool cinematography. This, that, and the other thing. But some of it's so fantastical. It's hard to like keep your suspension of disbelief. I just think that's the best way to put it. But there are some cool like throwback things in this movie that at that particular time when I saw it at the Heights Theater, it really catered to the movie because there was like. This isn't really a spoiler, but our main character, I think Liza.
Fishman.
No, the woman.
Oh.
The mute woman. She lives in the second story above a cinema that looks similar to the one I was in.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, okay, this is cool. There was like an old bellhop and like the lobby looked the same and it was just kind of like a neat thing just for me on that particular night. So
Sure.
With that, I gave it a little bit more merit for, I don't know, it just matched the theme.
His
overall.
movies just seem like fairy tales to me.
They are.
Yeah.
He's totally like a modern day, like Grimm or like Aesop's Fables. Just any of those classic.
I always was
Absolutely.
interested to see if he did like a. I know Alice in Wonderland's been done to death, but like or do like a Mary or what's the
Poppins.
no, what's the redheaded chick
Ivy.
with the pigtails, the tough girl back in the day.
Pippi Longstocking.
Yes, Pippi Longstocking. Do something
I would
weird.
turn into like Lord of the
Or
Flies
or
with
like
overalls.
or like Bartholomew and his 10,000 hats or something like that. Like
Just
some
something
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
Some sourced material already done.
Yeah.
Shape of Water is, I would recommend it for at least one watch. It's kind of a hard watch at times, and it's slow, but it reminds me of kind of like watching a graphic novel, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the scenes and everything else like that. I don't know how to
Is it
describe
the cinematography or
Yeah,
the story?
I think so.
You guess. Okay.
Kind of both. The
Dude, it's got
story-
really good support. I'm just looking at the cast. Hell yeah, man. Michael
I know.
Shannon, so it's got General Zod.
Yeah, General Zod's in it.
Richard Jenkins is bomb.
He delivered the most tension throughout the entire movie.
Who's Richard Jenkins? What else has he been in?
Darrell, you mind clicking on that link for me there?
Yeah, no problem.
That guy.
Oh, no kidding. The
Hell
dad
yeah.
from Step
Step
Brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the day. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was in a movie I watched last night too.
Yeah, dude. Richard Jenkins is awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was
He's the
also in
fish
The
guy?
Shape of Water. No, it's Doug Jones is the fish guy.
Who's Doug Jones then? That's who I'm looking.
He did Abe in the first Hellboy, I think. Like the actual like motion of him, like the motion capture, not the voice, because they did David Hyde Pierce for
Yeah,
the
David
voice.
Hyde Pierce, yeah.
Doug Jones has also done. Can't remember.
Is he like famous for doing?
He does he does a bunch of that like motion capture stuff.
Hmm.
Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
It's alright. I'll check it out when it comes out. I'm probably Redbox.
Just Redbox it, absolutely.
I'm expecting an artsy, in-your-face artsy film. So.
He's
Kind
done
of,
like
yeah.
every. Doug Jones has been in like every single Guillermo movie as something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was he in Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah, he was the pale man and the big fawn with the horse legs.
No kid. Well, Pan.
Yeah.
He was the main dude, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that movie. That's one of my guilty pleasures. Not a lot of people like that. We said that the last week, though. Here, hey, I got something for you. You'll never guess what I got my girlfriend to watch last night, Justin, Stevie, and Darrell. 2 movies I got her to sit through, and I couldn't believe it.
Cannibal Holocaust and
No,
Freddy Got
Jesus.
Fingered.
No, Jesus. No.
In that order.
So first
You need a palate cleanser after that.
I started her on Thor Ragnarok. We just started it, and she
Okay.
went through the whole thing, but she was losing interest in the middle, like she was on her phone or doing something like
Yeah.
that. It's not her thing. She even told me, she texted me to tell Darrell that she said, Thor Ragnarok, hard no. That's what she said. But she
Wow.
liked Jeff Goldblum, though.
Well, duh, who doesn't?
So then I put in Cabin in the Woods. And she had never seen it, never heard nothing about it, and she was glued to that screen the entire time.
Really?
And there was a part that a jump scare in it that she scared me because she jumped so hard. Like it got her so good, and she's just kept the look on her
Which
face.
part?
Just a part where a dude like they're just like looking around, and when the stoner guy's taking a pee, and Thor guy comes crashing into him like out of the blue.
Yeah.
She jumped like a foot off the couch, and she made it through that entire movie and like was not into it, but like invested in the entire movie, like
Yeah.
because it's that I
Well,
love
you're
that
trying
movie.
to figure out what the hell's going on
Right.
the whole first time.
I still love that movie. I've seen that movie 15 times probably, and I still every time I watch it, I'm like, God, that's such a good idea. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's an intense watch for her.
Well, and then I paid the penance because I had to watch like 5 episodes of Big Bang Theory after that.
Oh Jesus!
So to trade,
Lord Almighty.
yeah, it wasn't bad. It was
It's not that bad. Come on.
Well, it's not like it's Jersey Shore. I don't know. What do kids
No,
watch
it's not
these
that.
days? What are you children watching?
16 and pregnant.
Hit us up. Let us know what you kids are watching.
Yo, let me hear what you kids are watching.
I just couldn't believe she sat through them. I knew that Cabin in the Woods would get her though. Just the way it starts,
Interesting.
and Richard Jenkins is in that. He's in the office, one of the office workers. So,
Game Informer. There was a special event at Fulton Brewery this past weekend, yesterday and today.
where's the Fulton Brewery?
Fulton Brewery is off of, I believe, 10th, right by the Twin Stadium, across Be the Match.
Yeah, that's right.
It's kind of nestled right behind like some high-end apartment buildings
Oh, of course.
downtown.
Yep.
But they were doing like a live Twitch stream.
Did you see a man bun?
No,
Really?
I didn't. It was kind of weird to put faces to the actual names because I listen to Game Informer's podcast and I'm a big fan, but haven't like ever watched their videos like on YouTube or anything else like that.
I did. The first time I saw Andy McNamara, it was not what I was expecting him to look like.
Yeah, right.
He didn't have any hair.
No, he shaved his head.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. And he has when he has glasses or doesn't wear his glasses, it's just freaking weird. But his voice is so different from what you
Doesn't
think.
he have a goat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He's a hipster.
That's why I told Betsy.
Yeah.
He walked by me twice, and I was like,
Oh, you should have said something.
I know, like,
I'd be like, oh, hey, man, what's up? I listened to you on The Fan on your Thursday night shows.
I
Your
can't
video
believe
game
they've only done
weekly.
300 issues. It feels like it's been like 20 years of Game Informer,
so
man.
they were talking top 300 games of all time. You know what? You want to know? I believe it was the PA was too small for the setup that they had going on. No, like it was just like very echoey. Like you caught a lot of the room, and there was like people talking intermittently, and their mics weren't super loud. So like the PA, because it was like you have the main like brewery area, and then there was a back area like where they threw private parties. That's where they're hosting the podcast back there. So we kind of like squeezed our way in.
Did you watch him do the podcast?
Yeah, for like an hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I was yelling out stuff like, "What's the greatest game of all times?" I was like, DOAX. And for all those nerds
I don't
out
know
there,
what that is.
it's Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Oh, yeah, I played hours of that.
I thought that's what it was, but I was like...
waiting for some of the
fair.
nerds to be like, get a good chuckle out of it. I'm
No.
standing there in the back, and I look up, and I'm sorry, I don't really know the name of this character because I haven't played this game. Maybe you do. The main protagonist from Nier Automata.
The chick?
I'm standing there, and I like look up, and there's this girl, and she's a little taller than me, and she's got like this super silver white hair, and she's got this open like back like dress, and it's like has feathers on it. I'm just like,
Okay.
yeah. I'm just like, God, that looks familiar, and I'm standing next to Betsy, and I'm like typing on my phone like Nier Automata. I don't even know how to
You got an idea.
Automata.
Automata.
I'm
yeah.
just like, God, that's probably it. And I'm just like, excuse me, is this you? Like, I held up the picture. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know the name because I haven't played the game yet, but I've heard nothing but good things. And she's like, yes. I was hoping more people were here to cosplay. And I'm just like, oh, she was like super sad that she was like one of the only ones that dressed
I
up.
highly recommend that game to you.
I know, I can't find it for less than $39.
No, it's going to be an expensive one for a while, too, because it's a good game.
There's some games that are like that. It's frustrating, man.
It's
I've
like
been there.
The Last Guardian as well.
It's your kind of game, though, because there's multiple... You beat it once, then you play again, and it completely changes the story and keeps adding on, and it's like 4 or 5 different times you go through and beat the game. It's one of those long runs, but it's awesome.
With the top 300 games of all time, that's on a digital issue now. They also Fulton released a special beer called 300. It was like a 6.9% IPA.
Oh, jeez.
But it was the smoothest IPA I think I've had in a long time. Like, I think I even like it more than my favorite beer, Deschutes Fresh Squeeze IPA. That's like my hands down one of my favorites. But this was like, I had 3 glasses and I was like, okay, I'm good.
I don't even know what my favorite beer is.
Then we went to Glick's. Have you ever been there?
I like
yeah.
that place.
We had pretzel sticks and another Hofbrau.
Oh, yeah.
And then went and saw Between the Buried and Me and The Deer Hunter and Leprous. All really super eclectic, like rock bands, heavy metal type stuff. First Ave wasn't sold out, so it was like super pleasant to like.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I mean? Like you had room to breathe. Type
My last
deal.
3 shows that have been sold out. It's just exhausting.
What's the last show? We went to Clutch, right?
Yeah,
Or was
Clutch
it?
and,
Or was it the other
Sword?
guys?
Animal
Glass
sword,
Animal.
sword, Clutch, and
Glass
American
Anim-
Sharks,
Glass
and then
Animals.
Glass Animals, and I don't even remember who was with Glass Animals.
It was it was some offshoot, like
Yeah.
Texas band or something. Like, I don't know. American Sharks was awesome.
Yeah,
we
that
got
was fun.
introduced to that band there.
Yeah.
It was like, wow. We bought their CD directly after, pretty much. I
Yeah,
think
their
the
EP.
next day. Yep.
Yeah, it comes up. It came on my iPod shuffle the other day.
Yep. It's so good. Indian Man. It's so
Yeah,
good.
that
It's
was
such
when
a
they
great
came
song.
on. Yeah.
It's such a good album.
Justin and I, I kept badgering him
Yeah, why don't you tell me you were
got
going to
me out
see
of the
this?
house.
because it's like
I suppose I couldn't sit
You
in the
can't.
theater for
Well,
that
if
long.
there's any theater for a crippled old grandpa Applejuice, it would be this theater.
That is
So we
true.
should get you out. And,
That's okay.
Well,
I'll wait
well-
for my birthday. We'll go see Infinity War.
yeah, maybe that'll be better by then. But
figured I
Darrell got me out of the
saw
house.
Star Wars with you one-on-one.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
he really did
He got
bug
the better piece of that because I had to sit through that fucking slog.
Didn't sit through it, but
Yes,
If I would have asked if you wanted to see Annihilation 4 months ago or Star Wars, you'd have went, what?
Actually, I probably wouldn't have been interested in that because until Darrell told me about it, I was then it piqued
Well,
my
they played.
interest.
That's when I first heard about it. Was when I saw Star Wars. They played it before it, at least at the AMC theater up there. I went to in Coon Rapids.
Is that what inspired you to read the book?
Yeah,
or-
and then I
Oh,
saw.
okay,
Anytime
yeah.
I see based
you've
on
read-
the book
you've
or
read this
inspired
book?
by the book, I'm like, oh damn. So yeah, I went up and me next day I went to the library, wasn't there, so I.
Is it a good book?
It was. It's actually a 3-parter.
Who wrote it?
Alex Vandermeer.
No, Jeff Vandermeer.
Jeff Vandermeer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a trilogy called the Southern Reach trilogy. Southern Reach is the name of the government secret organization that controls this Area X that the movie and trilogy is based on.
Oscar Isaac in it too, huh?
We didn't know that until all of a sudden Darrell's like, "Is that Oscar Isaac?" He was like dead. Just in the beginning.
spoilers.
So it's not really a
It's
spoiler.
right at the beginning of the movie,
It's right in
though.
the beginning, and I'm like, really?
It looks
He didn't
interesting. Is it
Yeah.
a buy? Would you buy it?
I would.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You'd watch it again?
It's basically about a team of various female scientists who somehow find their way into this government sanctioned. It's called Area X. It's been overtaken by some sort of alien or interdimensional or something otherworldly, like some sort of force or I don't know. It's tough to say, but it's changing the environment and it's expanding and taking over. And they've sent teams into it, and anytime they send a team into it, they die.
I like that kind of movie. It's like a hardcore Stranger Things.
Except in the book, it was a little bit different. That's basically where the movie and the book left off, is just in the premise.
Huh.
In the book, various parts of the people of the teams come back, but they either die Jimmy Kimmel opened up the Oscars tonight with a dick joke, I guess.
Oh, great.
Breaking news. Yeah, CNN.
Just
I didn't even remember that was on tonight.
But
yeah, because we usually record Sunday night, so
Yeah, whatever. I don't
just
even
how
care.
it works out.
Anyway, sorry, Justin. What's up?
Go ahead.
that's basically it.
we had a
Yeah, the
good
book was
time.
a little bit different, like they always are.
People were upset about that. It's like, what? It's not even the same as the book. It's like, what movie?
Do you want to
is
go
the same?
see a carbon? There's places for carbon copies of movies, like comic book movies, but not like this. Like you can expound on things and change things. Just think of it as another book.
Well, especially
I
if it is a
100%
trilogy
agree.
and they're gonna want to build on something, you can't.
Is this going to be a trilogy?
I don't know. I haven't heard. I would imagine there's more source material. I'm reading the second book. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it because it's got to go back to the library now. But
Ah, yes, the library.
the library, yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
I'm
been
interested in
purchasing
seeing
all my
this, so.
books. I had a haul at Savers yesterday. I found a Clockwork Orange
Ooh,
paperback.
I've never read that.
I found Snowbound. It's kind of like a Blade Runner type, but I've heard about
Okay.
it ever since 8th grade. God dang it. I can't remember the other
I've been
ones,
getting
but
into nonfiction.
I need a good book to read. I haven't
Oh,
read a book for
Well, I'll
Chuck-
borrow you Annihilation.
I bought a Chuck Palahniuk book.
Yeah.
If that's how you
Chuck
say it.
Palahniuk.
Plonic. Yeah.
Palahniuk.
I know what you're saying.
know.
Which one?
The one with the veins on the front.
The one with the
Heat?
veins on. I don't know if I know that one.
You'd have to look
He's
it
the
up.
Fight Club guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he is the Fight Club
And
guy.
Choke and Haunted. And
I have never. I have never read Fight Club, and it's my favorite movie of all time.
I might have it. I know I have Choke for sure.
Choke. I haven't. Did they make a movie of
They
that?
did make a movie with Sam Rockwell. That's a
Oh, really?
rated movie. I
I
think.
might have to check
yeah.
that out too.
Yeah, I can borrow.
He looks
it
like
for you.
Ben Shapiro.
Chuck Palahniuk. Yeah,
He looks like
really
he's making
kinda
a speech at a
Which
university.
one are you thinking about there, Darrell? Keep going. Keep going.
Are these all his books?
Well, there's.
Criticism. There's a whole article about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little. I remember reading that Haunted book that he did, and I remember there was
It's Rant.
Rant. Oh, I think I remember hearing about that one. That's as you see down there. That's actually being made into a movie. I remember hearing about that recently.
An oral biography of Buster Casey. Weird.
Oh yeah, that came out when I was working at the bookstore back in the day, 2007.
Yep.
Weird.
Yeah,
Found that
I actually do think I
found
remember
that at
hearing that one being
Savers.
really good.
I found it at Savers for $3.25. Same with the Clockwork Orange. That
Can
would
you-
be a dark read too.
Can you bring me to Half Price Books? I want to go down there and check that place
It
out.
is so much fun.
You've never-
Okay.
I've never
Can I
been.
ask
That's
you-
where I've been going.
I gotta ask you guys a question. I can get a Sony PlayStation 1 with Jet Moto 3 for $27.
Why didn't you buy it right then?
I don't know. I hesitated.
Dude, you got to get on the coupon mailing list. You can get like 50% off like an item, and you go in there and like, that's where I saw that Ray Nitschke figure. They have a original Genesis cart. Well, they did. I think they finally sold it of Toe Jam Monero 1 for $40 up there. God, what was it up there the other day? And
Wow,
it was like
$40.
There's something up there. It was a game or something. It was like $100, and I was like, man, damn, that's $100.
It was Undertale.
No, something
Because
else.
that was out of print. It's OOP.
It was like a PlayStation 2 game.
Oh.
And I was like, I had that game. Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, that's where I've been getting all my books. I went to, I go to the Blaine one probably at least once a week, and I went over to St. Louis Park after I did my.
There's a Blaine one?
Dude,
Yeah.
right by Northtown, right by that Target. By
You
Northtown.
know where
can
Discovery...
It used to be
next
the Discovery
Yeah,
Zone.
the Discovery Zone.
Well, next time you're going there, can you pick me up and
Sure.
go? I want to go.
Sure.
It's
Darrell
really-
showed me a bunch of shit he got there the other weekend. It was like, damn, man, I want to go there. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's- I
they got games.
Wolf Blood. Wolf Blood graphic novel.
Oh, yeah, you showed me that one.
Oh, man. It
That's
looks
got some
sweet.
interesting.
I like that
Reminds
Turtles
me of
book you
kinda
got
like
there.
Evil Dead type. But with werewolves.
Speaking of
Anyways.
PlayStation 2 real quick, did you hear the studio that does Twisted Metal closed up?
They're
Really?
still open.
So that sucks. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the studio, but it doesn't really matter. But just the fact that we probably will never see another Twisted Metal again. That was one of my favorite games on my PlayStation 2 was Twisted Metal Black. And then the Metal Gear, Metal Gear for that game, for that system. I can't
Darrell,
remember.
did you like Annihilation?
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
You enjoyed it?
I heard it was hard R too, huh?
Yeah, I remember at one part I'm like, oh, that's why it's R.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I literally
Oh,
was
that's like all the animals
gripping
and
my
stuff.
fists.
Yeah,
at
Darrell said
point.
it made him really anxious.
Yeah, like the shimmer, whatever this alien force is, it affects all the animals and
It reminded me of
mutates them and yeah,
Blair
it's-
Witch meets Sphere somehow.
I
Yeah, I
hated-
remember you
I didn't
saying
like
that.
Sphere though.
But I
It
love
affected
Sphere.
Darrell.
Nothing for me.
I am.
yeah, it was surprising because it was one of those ones that came out of left
So-
field and you weren't really expecting it, especially for
Hey,
sci-fi.
on top of that, that's a great segue. I rented this movie that's on the screen right here from the Red Box. I heard things about it through various sources that like, hey, it's actually like a really decent horror movie.
What are we talking about?
We're talking
yeah,
about
it was a really good segue.
It Comes at Night, another horror movie.
Yeah.
I watched it once and I was like, okay, it reminded me of The Road, but
Please
more
do not spoil
ambiguous.
it
Yeah,
because
you can't spoil it.
But
Jake
more-
borrowed it to me. It's right here. I can touch it.
Darrell recommended me this movie. We were walking through Target.
I didn't recommend. I'm just like, ooh, that's
Dude, if I would have seen it for
good
$5
one.
in Blu-ray, I'd have snatched it hands down. Yeah.
He points at it and it's like, ooh, that's a good one. And that one with Don't Breathe. He said both of these. So it was
Don't
for
Breathe is. I like that movie.
Don't
a lot,
Breathe is good.
actually.
And then what's the other one that came out around the same time as
Lights Out.
Lights Out?
I haven't seen that yet.
There's parts of it where it's cheesy just because the actress who plays the mom, Maria Bello, I think, is just like she has to sell over the top because the mom's insane. So it's a little cheesy, but
Like Carrie's
It's freaky.
mom.
It kinda reminds me-
Carrie's mom insane. That type of deal.
you
know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
You need to go pray.
You're talking about the original, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Locks
Yeah.
her in the closet with that super creepy.
Okay, let's move.
Jesus
Ugh.
statue.
So it
so
comes at
creepy.
night. I watched this thing, and at the end of it, I texted Darrell and said, "Do you got any other depressing ass movies you want to recommend to me?" But I went from liking this movie to the more I thought about it to actually I love this movie. It's awesome. You need to watch it. I want to, Justin. I want to hear.
I'll try and watch it
Yeah,
before the next show for sure.
yeah. I want to hear your opinion on it because I really love it. And at first, I was like, "Man, why did I?"
What is it about to our audio
Well,
listeners?
the premise.
We can't
Yeah,
just
no,
say,
you can't really. You can't even do that.
That's why I never see a synopsis of it. and I
No,
feel like
just
it's kinda
go into
tough
it and watch it. Just watch it. It is a horror movie. It's basically a post-apocalyptic horror movie, basically
Can
about
I
a
watch-
family.
Can I watch it with the family?
When was it released?
2017, so last year. I remember when it was released, and I just never saw it.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about
Hey,
it.
man,
Yeah.
it grossed 19 million worldwide.
Ike, man, it got it. But Joel Edgerton,
Yeah, dude,
I
he's
love
bomb.
that guy.
Yeah.
he's awesome. That guy can
Yeah.
act, man. So I really love it. I encourage people to try it out if you like a good old fashioned psychological horror movie.
How long is it? Is it
Hour and a half.
Is it a slow burn or?
The whole movie's
it
pretty
pick
much
up?
it's a slow burn, but it's good.
So Jake, what else have you been watching? I know you've been.
Oh my God,
kind of going down the rabbit hole with some movies.
That's all I've been doing.
It seems like our listeners out there are kind of more privy to us talking about movies, and we're totally cool with that.
That's cool.
Well, it is movie time. It's that time of the year.
It is the Oscars. Yeah, but
Oscar
if we
season.
really gave a shit, we'd be watching them right now instead of recording.
I watched.
We could have them on the background.
No,
The
I don't
Oscars?
care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're just
It's
like
a bunch of people that are going to be wearing
Hey.
pins and acting like they're.
What's the name of the way or whatever? It's not. That's not the
The
way.
Way.
Not the way.
Dewey. Do you know Dewey?
No, there was some dude at the Game Awards that said "F the Oscars" and.
Oh yeah,
and
that
the other-
French dude.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was that EA like indie title where.
Yeah, the two dudes breaking out of prison. What the hell's it called?
Exactly.
The Way
Oh,
Out
I
or
heard
something.
about that.
The
game.
Way Out.
The Way Out. Yeah.
That co-op one, right? Yeah, I was
I
looking
was
that
gonna
up.
It's the
say,
same
don't be
stu-
like that guy. Don't
That
be
guy
like that
seems
producer.
weird. I was watching that trailer where he was like describing what it is. Kind of reminded me of like Tommy Wiseau of gaming a little
Well, it's
bit.
like
Pretty
it's
much.
the same
he was
studio.
like really over enthusiastic about his game. I'm like, well, it's
it's called cocaine, Justin.
what
When you do a
game
bunch
is?
of cocaine, you get weird.
there's a
and-
game called Cocaine.
Probably. That's the same studio that did Brothers, where it was that twin stick
yeah.
dealy. I watched War of the Planet of the Apes.
And I
Redboxed it the other night.
I've only seen the first newer War or the Planet of the Apes. I can't remember Rise or.
I saw both the first two. There's Rise of the Planet of the Apes,
Okay.
Ape Rise.
and then what's the second
Rise
one
Ape.
called? What's the
Rise.
I
second
know
one
Ape
called?
Escape.
No. What's the second
Grape Escape?
one? Anyway, it's the third and last one,
I can't keep up with them, man.
and it was good.
Attack of the Apes.
I have to admit it was really good.
They're not that bad.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. There's Dawn, Rise, and then War.
Okay, yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, they're not. I haven't seen the newest, but yeah, they're not that bad. I enjoy
No, they're good.
them.
Rise.
The
of
CGI
Planet
is
of the
pretty
Apes,
good.
Dawn,
There we
and
go.
then Whoa.
War. But it's good. Woody
they
Harrelson.
done?
Woody Harrelson. Yeah, that's the
Did they-
trilogy.
Wrap her up.
Oh yeah, Caesar's story anyway,
yeah.
because that's the
Did
main
they bomb
ape
the
character.
whole?
Dude, the way they make those monkeys look, it's ridiculous. It's like almost indistinguishable.
That's
it's
another one of those same
insane.
guys like Doug Jones, Andy Serkis, who does.
Dude.
He does that.
They
Caesar
have-
for
they
the
use-
whole trilogy, and he's nuts. He did Gollum and all that stuff too. That guy's crazy,
Dude,
man. Just
they
his
use
facial
his
expressions.
like his eyes and like a lot of his facial features. They use.
Have you ever watched like behind the scenes of him doing like?
Yeah,
it's crazy. Just like he's like Jim Carrey kind of, where you just make any face he wants.
very strong. Not Apocalypse Now. What's the one where they go down he goes down the river and visits the Godfather in
The Descent.
like, Thailand? Is that Apocalypse?
Apocalypse Now.
Is it
Yeah.
with don't mess with the
Yeah. I love the
With me.
smell of napalm in the morning.
yeah. Okay, so it had
Yeah,
very strong vibes of that Woody Harrelson's character, but it was good. It was worth watching. I think if you like the other one at all or other two. So and then I've watched a lot of stuff. It's kind of gets blurry. That studio
do a quick rundown.
Well, so I watched War of the Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
I watched Ragnarok again. I watched Cabin Fever. Not Cabin Fever. Cabin in the Woods. I watched Enemy, which is a Jake Gyllenhaal movie. It's by the same studio, A24.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that one.
Awesome movie. Same kind of thing, artsy fartsy, blah blah blah. I watched Under the Skin. I watched Ghost in the Shell again. I watched Green Lantern, just to get me out of the depression state. I had to watch something that I could laugh at. And then I watched Spider-Man Homecoming again. And then I was just going through like Netflix and watching. I started Altered Carbon. That
I need
show.
to start that. I keep hearing about.
It's
Start
good.
Altered Carbon.
Don't get like crazy about it, but it's good.
You need to watch Voltron, the new.
I know.
series.
I should check that out too. And then
I've been saying this
Broadchurch.
since like episode 1.
Broadchurch. It's like a crime drama, like a kidnapping
That
drama.
has what's his name in it?
I don't even remember the names of these people. They're like a lot of.
Isn't it one of
unknowns.
the Doctors Who's?
Yes. There's a bunch of Doctor Who people in there. One of the women are in there, but I
Yeah.
have not watched any Doctor Who. I've heard great things about that too. I have to probably check
gotta
that
catch
out.
up.
People tell
Is
me
that-
I have to watch it, but it's like kind of like picking up a Magic the Gathering game. It's like kind of hard to jump into at this point.
Well, no, it started. Didn't
You
it?
got to start at the
There's-
1970s
no,
original.
no. There's
No.
a lot of people who start just at the new ones.
Although, that's
but
where
that's
I know
even
Doctor.
that's tough enough.
I used to watch Doctor Who on television on Channel 2 at my grandma's house when I was a little kid. I remember that with the
I'm gonna
crazy
make
looking
my own
Doctor Who.
Doctor. It's Doctor what?
Is that thing be the robot that tries to get in people's cars?
Dr. Kiar.
Dr. Car.
They do the thing like American Horror Story though, where it's the same, or like it's different cast. It's the same character Doctor Who, but it transfers to a different person every season. It's like a new Doctor Who every season.
Chess.
But, and then, God dang, man, I went through so much stuff. I watched 28 Days Later again.
Oh,
that was in my
movie.
Depression kick.
I love that movie, though.
Filmed beautifully. God, some of the shots
and
in that
and the
movie
music in that.
Yeah. Yep, and I watched Constantine. I did watch Constantine.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, too. I was thinking about that the other day.
It's a good movie. It's
It
one
is,
of those
it's
classic
fun. It goes
good.
by fast.
Yep.
It's got a bunch of great people in it, too. Like, everybody in that's good.
Everybody.
Yep. It is 8 o'clock. Let me into your clock.
Let me into your car.
That's basically what I've been watching. I know there's more in there, but I can't just remember them offhand. I should take a list. I should just start writing down what I've watched so I can remember. We already talked about Justice League. That was terrible. Lucy was okay. Did you see Lucy, Justin?
No.
Okay. It's Josh Whedon. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Or no, not Josh Whedon. Luke Besson.
Oh, that sounds more familiar.
And the first half of that movie is like brilliant. Like it's awesome his idea and how he filmed it. Yeah. And then it goes off the rails. It was weird.
Personally, I've been doing a lot of reading lately, and it's of
same.
What would you like to?
Well, like I told you, I was just reading the Annihilation books, and I was getting into nonfiction.
What's the second one called again?
Authority.
So that's the second part in Annihilation.
Yeah.
It's interested me. Another thing that piqued my interest is Shadow of the Colossus re-released on PlayStation 4. And it's one, I don't know if you guys have ever played it.
Never played it.
If I'm sitting here alone.
I tried. I sucked at it, but I appreciated that back in the day when it was originally out. I remember grabbing onto like their fur and like pulling yourself up and it being like a whole chore just to get the damn top and then getting chucked off.
Shadow of the Colossus was remade by Blue Point Games, the Sony Interactive Entertainment published by. Basically, you're this guy. You bring your dead, ambiguous girlfriend, sister, something, to like this sacred place her at an altar, and barter with a god to say that if you go defeat all these colossi, you will then could potentially bring her back to life, because whatever you're speaking to is kind of like the goddess of death type deal.
Okay.
It's like super dark. And like, so the thing is like right before you go start to fight your first colossi, it tells you will pay a heavy toll.
Oh, I remember that.
And it was creepy. I played it with headphones, and like the being, they like put like its own language, and like it spoke to you, but it sounded like a male and female at the same time. And when I talked to it, was like, hi, 1, 2. Like it would like echo in and out. It was like
weird.
Super weird.
That's they rebuilt that from the ground up too, right?
Exactly.
Like the whole game they went through.
Because there was
an
an original game. I can't remember how long ago it released originally.
Gosh, man. Well, it was PlayStation 2. It was probably like 04, 05, I want to say.
Yeah.
Ico, right?
No, Ico.
Oh, yeah.
Ico was that was another game. It was the same developers though.
Yeah, there it is.
2006.
2005 on PlayStation 2.
Only
North
PlayStation
America.
2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the greatest games of all time, people say. Huh?
Tough, man.
Example of a video game as art. I could see that.
So there's this guy named Nick Sutner, and he actually wrote a book. Nick is formerly a writer at One Up EGM and the third-party relations at Sony Interactive Entertainment America.
He used to do Electronic Gaming Monthly, man.
Exactly.
Yep.
And he was just on with the Kind of Funny Boys, and that's when I heard about this book that he put out. So I ended up buying the book. I bought the remaster, and I'm playing along and reading along.
Yeah, because it goes
So
along
right
with
now
the
I'm
game.
reading ahead. I just defeated the first Colossi. I'm on to the next.
So is it like a graphic novel of the game?
It's not a graphic novel. It's just like a straight up
walkthrough?
book. Yeah, not necessarily a walkthrough. It's
Just
more like
it just talks about what
in
you're
a weird.
doing.
It's like a poetic interpretation of the battle and like how to defeat him or said Colossi.
Interesting.
And it's like I don't know. It like tells us its own story while you're like playing it. Where it's like
Stu must have been like a super huge fan.
I was.
No, him. Nick Sutner you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. And it's kind of funny because we talked about this game last week, but now I'm just like really getting into this book and like playing along with it because this is kind of like a different experience that I haven't really had before. To read a book and then like play the game at the same time in tandem, it's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll be interested in doing that too. Someday when I get my PlayStation again.
I try to do that with movies and books.
When I bought the game, I was just like, well, I'm going to wait till it gets cheaper. I'm like, it's already $40. I mean,
It's probably as cheap as it's gonna get, man.
it's like, well, it'll go down to 20, but it's like, I got to give it to
maybe
Blue Point.
eventually.
I bet you it'll be a free one on their system someday. Like next year or something.
Nah. They can milk
I
that.
got to give it to Blue Point, and I'll let them have my money.
What else
on
have
the
they
40.
done? Do you know offhand?
I'd have to look here.
I don't know.
Metroid
see.
Prime?
God of War Collection.
Titanfall?
Metal Gear Solid HD
Okay, so they
Collection,
do all the re-res stuff. Flower was great. Titanfall too, huh?
Gravity Rush Remastered.
Oh yeah,
Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection.
that was great. Remastered everything. Yep, I played
So
all
they
of
do a
those.
lot of remasters.
Yep, that's their
kinda,
deal.
too.
That's awesome. That'd be such a good niche to have your company, man. Just to be able to take an awesome game.
That'd
and-
be fun, especially
God,
if
that'd be
you're really into,
cool.
like nostalgic
It'd be
stuff.
hard. Like, I heard The Secret of Mana. Have you ever played that series or heard of it?
I remember it.
They remade it for PlayStation 4 and added voice acting, but didn't bother to, like, animate any of the character faces. Oh, boy, what are you doing here? And it's just, like, this stone face, just, like... like, I don't know, face... it's super weird.
Speaking of remakes, that Chrono Trigger thing for the Wii U or for your Switch,
Yes.
Yeah,
do not
I
buy
heard
it.
about
Did
that.
you hear about it?
It's
Okay.
a mobile port.
It's a mobile port. Yeah.
I have the DS.
What
Nice.
a rob.
What was that?
I said, what a rob?
ROB? I don't
A
get it.
robbery?
Oh, I thought you meant we're making like a Nintendo pun.
No.
Because Rob
it's
was
a-
like the robot, remember? That came with
Sure.
the original Nintendo
Rob the-
Entertainment System.
Real quick about movies. Real
What?
quick, I was telling Justin. Oh, is that my phone ringing? Did it sound like Blade Runner?
No, it sounds like fire. It
sound
sounds
like-
like a fire engine. I think something's burning down.
Oh yeah, something's going on outside. Oh well, it's not us.
It's not us. The roof is on fire.
Justin got me into these guys real quick. I want to give a shout out to Red Letter Media. If you like movie reviews, watch these guys. The show's called Half in the Bag, and it's a crew of 4 guys. And there's like this weird meta story that goes along with the whole thing. Start from the very first.
Plinkett.
Yeah, Mr.
I
Plinkett.
can't even do his voice.
I hate movies. That guy.
wrong with your face?
Yeah. So I would encourage that if you like movie reviews. They're from Wisconsin, so fairly local dudes.
You ever watch those?
No, I haven't.
You should try it.
I
They're always
haven't.
drinking
Hour-long
beers.
Star Wars reviews back in the day for the prequels.
Well, that was like their specialties. They do
That's
like
what got them big.
they do video game reviews too.
Yeah.
And they do like re-reviews, like old movies, and they come back to it and just BS about it. They're all 20 minutes,
Hey,
half hour. So
you know what's something we could come back to in BS? Taking a little breaky poo.
Yeah, let's go find out what's burning down
All the
outside.
time. All right, guys. Clap on 3. 1,
1, 2, 3.
Snap.
Clap. Welcome back, Cyberbots.
what is this beer that you're drinking here?
This
Dan?
is called a Lagunitas Sucks.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like an IPA.
Never heard of it. I know.
I know you
Lagunitas.
don't really like IPAs.
No, I do. What are you
You
talking
do?
about? I love
I
Summit.
don't- I don't.
Summit used to be my
Yeah,
beer.
someone's like, I don't know, kind of weenie.
Well, now it
beer
is.
now.
Now it
he
is.
likes Winnie IPAs.
This Nevada coffee stout's pretty good.
Yeah, that was like a holiday.
It's one of the first
I got it
beers
like
I've
right
had.
on the tail end, right before I think it went to the next season, because it's always like a season ahead. It's kind of like that deal where it's like it's the middle of summer, but you can't get swim shorts because they're already starting to like get out
Bring in
stuff for
pants
like
in.
autumn, and like it's just like really
Are they selling shorts yet? They got to be, right?
they were at the
gotta get a new
they were at Savers.
I
That's
gotta
all
get a couple
know.
pairs of those.
You know what comes early, just like most other things. You know what I was just talking about. This is actually like really charming, so just hang on with me.
we got a really good segue
we
here.
got a good one. Thank you.
Everybody listen up.
Avengers: Infinity War got a shorter release by 1 week in North America.
Yeah, they moved it
What
up.
movie has ever done this?
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. Yeah, I put this up on the page last week.
Because maybe the
And,
Solo movie's gonna come out on May the 4th, because they're like, oh shit, you guys are kind of right. Like, because that would have been May 4th. That
Star Wars. May the 4th be with you.
Supposedly, I heard they finished something. I don't really know what it was. It was extremely vague, but it's like, okay, at this point, it's finished. You aren't telling me you're still doing post-production on an Avengers movie 2 months before?
God, I can't wait, man.
That's a really good.
I
I like that. It's because the Star Wars. What Disney's gonna fight with Disney?
What's your favorite Marvel movie so far?
Didn't I ask that last week?
I don't think so. We might have talked about it.
Deadpool.
No, that's not in the. Well, I guess it is kind of in that genre, but they don't. It's not attached
really
though.
Fun one though, man.
It's not attached though. I'm talking about the
Logan.
Avengers. That's not attached to this though.
Oh, so you're talking about the
Infinity
Marvel
War series.
Are they or are they not?
No, they're in. That's a Fox.
Probably Guardians then.
Really? Guardians your favorite one?
It's the funnest.
It was the funnest.
Most colorful.
I still think my favorite one's Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier's really good too.
I don't
That'd probably
like
be
Captain
my.
America though.
I didn't
like
either.
The first one.
I didn't either until it made him good. It was like a spy drama. It was great.
I've tried to watch the
Yeah.
first one several times and I just fall asleep.
No, the first one's not good.
First one sucks. The second one's like a nice Cold War drama kind of.
Although Red Skull is awesome because that's one of my
He's in it for like
remembrances.
10 minutes.
Yeah, but that's one of my remembrances.
And
of,
Hugo Weaving too.
Yeah, I remember the Avengers arcade game, and you had to fight against Red Skull. That whole campaign was against Red Skull.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked Winter Soldier. Ragnarok is up there though, man. God dang, man,
I
it's
haven't
such a good
seen
movie.
it, so I can't say.
I can't say
Yeah,
that
there's
enough.
a few I haven't seen, so maybe the original Hulk, the Ang Lee one. Yeah, that was really good
Oy.
with Eric Bana.
Oh. I mean, it's cool to see the Hulk on the big screen finally, but it was not a good movie.
Dude, they need to make another like Hulk video game. Do you remember like those Incredible Hulk ones? You could like run around the environment, like jump on the airplanes and take them down, and then like smash people with them.
Yeah, it was Nintendo 64, right?
No, these are like Xbox and Xbox
360
360 and stuff.
No, I don't remember those.
Oh,
ones
these
then.
are bomb. Ultimate Destruction, I think it was called. Can't remember exactly.
Frickin' Oscars. Who cares? Are we talking about this?
Yes.
All right.
Jake, take it over. You got it.
Oh, okay. So these are the nominees,
I gotta grab a beer.
or are these what won?
Well, we got some winners already coming
Okay.
up.
Well, wait. We'll just do this real quick.
We're gonna be completely oblivious and just say that the Oscars aren't happening right now, and we're just gonna read off Best Picture.
I got it. I
We
got
are?
this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this real quick.
You're gonna read all of them?
Not all
No,
of them,
not
just the
all
big
of them.
ones. Just like Best Picture
while I get a
actor.
beer, just calm down, because
What?
that was hardly a break. This is like slavery over here. I can't even get up and get a beer.
Jeez,
Wow.
it's your show.
No, it's yours.
It's Jake's. It's in his house.
It's everyone's.
I've only seen one of the Best Pictures. So Call Me by Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk.
You know about Darkest Hour?
No.
Yeah, that's the one where Gary Oldman plays. What's his
Oh
name?
yeah. Churchill.
Yeah, Churchill.
Dunkirk, haven't seen. Daryl saw it and he can't remember, so that tells you something. Get Out, I hated.
No, that's after my surgery. I came home and I was.
You watch it in a drunken
Dude,
stupor.
like the music was freaky. It was freaking me out.
Get Out, which I saw and I did not like. Lady Bird.
How do you not like that movie?
I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
You'd like it.
I didn't.
I'm making a little pose.
I didn't. It was whatever. I mean, it wasn't bad, but whatever.
Ladybird.
Ladybird, Phantom Thread, The Post.
Phantom Thread is Daniel Day-Lewis.
So that'll
gotta
win
be
something. Shape of Water, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. That's that Frances McDormand movie, right?
Yeah, and Sam Rockwell.
Yeah. Lead actors are
Breaking news
Breaking
alerts.
News Alert on.
As they happen.
I guess so.
Can we sign up for this? How do I do? Just give me your email, dude. That's it. That's all I want. It's free.
Lead actor Timothy Chalamet, Call Me by Your Name. Daniel Day-Lewis, Phantom Thread. Daniel Kaluuya, Get Out. The lead actor Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour. Denzel Washington, Roman J. Israel, Esquire. And then
Denzel's out there still trying to sweep those Oscars, man.
actress, let's see, Sally Hawkins, Shake of Water. Frances McDormand, 3 Billboards. Margot Robbie, I, Tonya.
Cheers.
Sarah C. Ronan, Lady Bird. Meryl Streep, The Post. I'm sure she'll win.
You liked I, Tonya, Darrell?
I liked it.
Okay.
Stevie saw that. She liked it too.
Yeah, I've heard. Well, it's a good story. I remember when that happened. That was
It's
nuts.
got some dark humor.
Oh, that was nuts.
Supporting actor William Dafoe. I love that guy. The Florida Project, except when he was the Goblin. Woody Harrelson, 3 Billboards. I loved, like I said, Woody Harrelson was in War of Planet of the Apes. He was really good. Richard Jenkins, Shape of Water. We were talking about him earlier. Christopher Plummer. Really?
Oh, yeah.
All the
Still
money in the
kicking.
world. Oh, that's right. That's the Kevin
Justin,
Spacey. That was the spot that Kevin Spacey was supposed to have.
That's right.
And they kicked him out of there.
That's right.
While we're going through this, you want to look up some of these updates a little bit?
I got it here. I'm ready
you're
to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell, who is awesome.
Which, by the way, yes, he
won.
did win.
Good.
Sam Rockwell won.
Okay.
That's a tough.
Yeah.
All 5 of those actors are awesome.
You know, how about Woody Harrelson still getting nods in the Oscars? That's awesome.
True.
From Cheers till now.
Dude, he's great.
Supporting actress Mary J. Blige. Get the hell out of here with that. Mudbound. Allison
Never heard
Janney, I, Tanya. Is she the one that played Tanya?
No, that was
No, that was
Margot
Margot
Robbie
Robbie,
who
yeah.
plays the Harley Quinn, right?
Leslie Manville. Yeah, she plays Harley Quinn. Leslie Manville, Phantom Thread. Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird. Octavia Spencer, The Shape of Water. Sounds like a football player name.
No, she's very. You would recognize her actually. I wish you could.
Yeah,
click on,
I like her. She's good in anything.
Then director Dunkirk, Christopher Nolan. Get Out, Jordan Peele. I'm sure that's my
I don't
thought.
think so.
Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig, Phantom Thread, Paul Thomas Anderson. Really?
P.T.
Shape of Water, Guillermo del Toro. Actually, that might be the one. They might do that.
Coco's gonna win it all for
Okay.
animated.
Are we doing this too? Animated features. The Boss Baby. Never saw that. Breadwinner. Never saw
Never.
it. Coco. Never saw it. Ferdinand. Never saw it. Loving Vincent. Never
Now,
saw
do you guys know about Loving Vincent?
No.
No.
I really want to see it. Look it up. It's I was looking at it on a Facebook video actually last night. It was all hand drawn. It's a biopic about Vincent van Gogh,
Really?
drawn individually, scene by or cell by cell, in the style of his writing or his drawing.
Really?
You know, like Starry Night, self portrait, and all that stuff.
Huh.
It's been in development for a while, and I guess it finally came out this year. I didn't know it was out, but yeah, they got trailers for it. It went through the circuit, and I think it went in and out of theaters. It probably just did. It probably did like little independent, but
I wasn't dating my girlfriend at the time, but before I was dating her, she said she went to a friend to this movie at the Lagoon. They woke up in an empty theater.
it's not bad. It's got 84%.
I know, but I think it's just super slow moving.
How long
Well,
is
it's
it?
an art movie.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, I think.
84%.
I mean,
I was like,
yeah,
God, I've heard of that movie.
it might be boring, but it looks. It reminded me of when they did Scanner Darkly.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, oh shit, I haven't seen something like this before. That's kind of cool.
Like I said, Scanner Darkly's good, but heavy metal is better.
Call it heavy metal.
So where did my list go here, Darrell? Oh, okay, here we go. Animated shorts. Yeah, who
Dude,
cares?
the screenplays though, they got some good
All right,
screenplays.
adaptive
and-
screenplay. Call Me by Your
This.
Name. The Disaster Artist.
and this.
Logan was great. Molly's Game and Mudbound. Logan was awesome. That would be so sweet if that won. Original screenplay, The Big Sick. I've heard things about that. Get Out.
Yes.
Shape of Water. 3 Billboards and Lady Bird. So basically that. All right, here we go. Cinematography. Blade Runner. That should
Roger
win.
It
Deakins.
should be hands down.
That should win.
Roger
hands
Deakins
down.
has a closet of these things, man.
Did Mad Max win? The year that it came out for that?
I believe it did. Yeah,
Okay. Seems
I
like
believe
the
did.
Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Mudbound, Shape of Water.
I heard Dunkirk is beautifully shot though too, and I mean, how
Well,
do
it's
you not
Nolan.
make that?
It's Nolan, so
Yeah, I believe his.
there's not really much else I really care about.
I used to
Sound.
know, like
Well, we can do sound here.
a lot of these have
Film
already
editing,
won. A lot of
Baby
these
Driver,
sounds in
I,
one.
Tanya, Shape of Water, 3 Billboards.
Dunkirk has already won for sound mixing as well as sound editing.
Really?
Yep.
Man. Blade Runner didn't win
For what?
for sound?
For sound?
Yeah, and editing and mixing?
No, I guess not. Or Last Jedi. I mean, Jedi sucked, but it
Ugh.
still had good sound.
No.
Oh, what?
The only thing that had a good sound was when she crashed that ship, which again made no sense. I don't know. Their Baby Driver
Jake wishes they all could lose.
Baby Driver can't win because they're up 2-1 in Detroit.
Wow.
Just wait, they'll lose by 7.
Third
Is this
period.
is like the first year I really haven't gave it anything
I
about
haven't
the
cared.
Oscars. I really
Me
don't
neither.
care.
I
Oh,
don't
the
know.
Oscars or the Wild?
Oscars? I thought you were talking about the
No,
Wild.
Wild
too.
are too.
Yeah, I can't care about the.
No, the Oscars. It's just like whatever. I think it's the whole
Pretty
Hollywood.
sure you said that last year too.
no, no.
Let's go back to the rewind machine.
I feel like Disaster Artist was underrated on this list.
Yeah, I guess I
I
thought
feel
I'd
like
be
that was
getting
thrown in
more-
there because it had to be.
Dude, if that if that adapted screenplay like wins, Tommy's gonna lose his mind, and he's gonna get up there and he's gonna just.
He's gonna lose his mind? Like that hasn't happened already? What is he like when he's crazy?
Oh, I think that finally comes out soon. Oh, it is out digitally.
It is out
That's
digital,
right.
yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that came out quick. I don't know. I don't really...
One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and this is... We're not a politics cast, nothing like that, but I just thought this would bring up an interesting point of discussion. But there's Rhode Island representative introduces legislation to increase a tax on violent video games.
That's a laugh.
What? But it's
Jake's getting up and walking out.
Literally, he's getting up and walking away.
I've had it.
He's over. He's like, well, I'm out. I'm out for this topic of conversation.
It's just I feel like it's the 90s all over again.
It's really hard to scrutinize art because games are art. That was in question at that point in time when this happens like every single 10 years.
It's also free speech then.
I know.
Expression.
At the same time, it's like, well, think about $2 just to even help like cancer patient kids.
What? No.
Why?
Because it's a tax. It's not going to cancer kids. It's going to pockets of freaking...
But I'm saying, what if there was a charity of something like that?
Then do it on your own time. Take part of your profits from the
this
game
is
and do
getting
it.
really politicky.
That's dumb.
I'm sorry.
That's dumb. I'm not paying for things. Why? Because why?
Well, what are they proposing?
They're proposing that it would go increase mental health and counseling resources in schools.
Oh, I do see that.
So that means more Adderall for the kids.
Well, okay. I mean, people are asking for that in this day and
Who?
age.
How about take a vote?
How about
Instead
have
of just
some
doing
Advil?
things.
Well, there's people who either want to... Okay.
How about some NyQuil?
I don't think this is a good topic.
Can we agree on that? It's just the whole violence in video games thing is just stupid. It's just a distraction.
I feel like it's the 90s again, but
It's a distraction
I can't
of
say much
what
more.
else.
Oh, we
beyond
are a
that.
retro podcast.
Yeah, it's like back when they had the ESRB created and stuff, and
Because of what?
So our quick conclusion is the guy's an idiot, and that's about it.
It's just a attention grab for him and his his constituents. That's all that shit is. Nobody believes that. There's other problems.
Why? Yeah, that's why.
Well, why would they support that then?
Because you got to pass the buck on to somebody.
Why is it their fault?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying why. You said his intentions.
Are you guys more of a fan of regular ice cream or custard?
Ice cream. Well, that's not true.
What is
Custard.
What is
Custard is
frozen
like
custard.
Culver's.
Yeah, Culver's is frozen custard.
it's all ice cream to me, man?
And just put it in your face no matter what.
Yeah, I'd eat it. I'd eat it for sure.
What's better, Hot Pockets or pizza rolls?
Both. So I want a pizza roll Hot Pocket sandwich.
Gross.
Or I want Hot Pockets on the outside, then pizza rolls on
So-
the inside.
Are Pop-Tarts Hot Pockets too?
They're ravioli.
Technically, I say.
Then are Hot Pockets ravioli too?
Yes.
Because
No.
they actually have
No, I
cheese
think
and sauce in them.
Ravioli has to be noodle. That's what it's called. That's why it's called ravioli.
Rivoli.
That's the kind of noodle pouch it is.
Jake, did you have a secret
Noodle
question?
pouch.
Did you have a secret question
Grandpa
this
noodle
week?
pouch.
What, already?
Yeah, I think so.
No, there's got to be more. I started playing Final Fantasy finally.
Jake's like just bringing stuff
Finally.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now he's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Throwing things up, see what sticks.
I did have a secret question, yes. If you could, now it has to be within like reason. It can't be like some fantastical thing. If you could have any job that you wanted, what would your job be?
A dolphin whisperer.
A dolphin whisperer.
Is that a job?
Yeah.
Like a trainer.
It's definitely a job.
Justin.
Homeless.
Homeless.
Well,
I
that's,
That's
Beach
easy.
bum.
That's easy to accomplish.
I don't know, man. Like the dude who like travels and writes the travel book.
Really, like
Like
What-
Fromer.
or what's his name? That TV show guy. Not Zimmern. The travel guy, Anthony Bourdain.
Oh
Parts
yeah, and go
Unknown
eat
or
people's
something.
food and stuff.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
drink their booze.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That's a good idea. I always wanted to either be the guy that makes movie posters
That'd be a great job.
or a person that like travels and writes about stuff, like can travel to even like a games journalist where you go to Japan and stuff and write about certain things. And
I always thought it'd be cool to be the person who like picks out the music for movies too.
Yeah.
Like watch a scene and be like, oh damn, dude, you know what song would go awesome for this?
Yeah.
Because like think about that. Like I'm make a movie scene in my head. Like oh, and then you play this, and it's like I always thought that'd be a cool job.
I hear songs every once in a while where I can picture it in my head what's going on. Yeah,
I mean,
editor, you could be up there on the Oscars.
It's no Dolphin Whisperer, but
Yeah, I mean, that's all small potatoes compared to a dolphin whisperer.
bottlenose or porpoise.
Cosmic, actually.
Cosmic dolphins.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Thanks for all the fish.
Honestly, I would.
You'd be a musician, wouldn't you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like the fame, though?
Yes.
I'm very vain.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at me.
Darrell eats it up.
Yeah, you kind of are an egomaniac.
Yeah. I can't help it.
I can tell when you start getting into it and
It's just
stuff.
a part of the male ego, I suppose. It's not my fault. It's just genetics. It's just my predisposition
Short
on a
man's
cellular level.
short man syndrome.
Yeah, it's the Napoleon in you.
Yeah, the Napoleon
You're
complex.
French.
Not necessarily. I don't bigot myself by any means.
I do. You're short.
I don't. We're short.
Yeah, you both are short. Who's taller?
I don't know.
I
Between
don't
you
know.
two.
It doesn't matter.
It's probably doesn't. It's probably like
That's what
the
us tall
same.
people think about, Darrell. It does matter.
What are you, like 6'3"?
You should go
6'4.5".
bump your head into something.
I
Yeah.
do constantly.
Why don't you go stand in an archway? And look haunting? Look like a fucking ghost.
Why don't
How
you walk
about
into your
that?
room so everybody can see you first?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, and it's always awesome for my personality too. I love it.
Did you go see Black Panther yet?
No,
God damn it. You have all this time.
I'm just gonna watch it when it comes out in video. I'm not going to the theater for
Okay,
that.
I'm giving you a personal mission, Jake. This task is not easy to complete.
Okay.
By next week, I want you to review the campaign of Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh my God, that's like 30 hours.
No, it's not.
Well, yeah, you're already like 40 hours into it, aren't you?
No.
Oh.
Dragon Ball? No, that's that fighting game.
Oh,
Darrell
I
brought
thought
it
you said
over.
Monster
Fighter
Hunter.
Z.
I thought you said
I
Monster
brought
Hunter.
that
I'm sorry.
over. I brought Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I heard isn't great, but
The newest one? Yeah, I heard
I
it's
thought
tough.
that it's just sitting around right now.
No, I
'Cause
appreciate it.
I'm
I'll play
kind
those.
of like busy doing other things, and then I brought Rise of the Tomb Raider, but he had that game.
All right, so I have to review Dragon Ball Z campaign by next week.
Yeah,
All right.
there's your
Challenge,
prerogative.
challenge accepted.
It's just like that Star Fox 64. Good luck.
Good luck. I did start it though. I'm like 12 hours into it. When you borrowed it to me before, I played it for like 12 hours. So
Next weekend, I am going to finally crack into my Super NES
you're gonna open it, huh?
remix. Yeah.
Oh, really? You haven't reopened it?
Because it has
Dude.
Donkey Kong Country and it works on HDMI.
I got I have a way for you to play all those without opening that thing.
I don't
you
want a
want to.
Raspberry Pi. Justin's got his hand raised.
I saw one at Half Price Books, and they're selling it for like $150.
That's what I'm saying, man. Keep that thing sealed up.
Just keep that, I'm
I'm telling you, either that and try to find another one maybe.
I would
Yeah,
have to
get
pay,
two.
I would have to pay premium price
Your
if I were to get
premiums.
another one.
I don't know.
I paid 80.
What's
for
Are
my
they
that
sold
one.
out? Are they gone?
Oh fuck yeah, they're out of here, man.
Oh yeah, bud.
They're real gone.
I wouldn't open it if I was you, but that's just me.
I know, but at the same time, it's like, who cares?
Because you already have a Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but it does. It only has AV. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's at my house too.
Oh, it is at your house. I forgot about that.
I keep forgetting about it.
Well, she has a Super Nintendo as well.
Who?
Betsy.
She.
Your woman?
Yeah. She's got a bunch of carts and everything else like
Betsy.
that too. Yeah.
When do I meet her?
Batilda.
When do you want to?
I don't care. Whenever. I'm always the last one.
Bring her
It's
over.
like you guys are always like, okay.
Justin met her in transition at a reggae concert, but no one remembers that.
Yeah, I was in transition.
You were in transition?
Yeah.
What does that
Throughout the crowd.
mean? Oh.
Just kind of a busy night.
Yeah, she's all right.
Perfect job. Oh, thanks.
No, I just know she's probably listening.
No, she definitely is. She's our
I'm
number
sure
one
she's
fan.
cool
Which we
if
appreciate.
you are. How about I was thinking about doing every week now at the end of the show, just doing a recommendation from each of us for something to watch for people to watch. Like
Okay.
our picks, like back in the day when you're in the movie theater and the employee or the movie store and the employees had
Employee
shelf.
recommendations.
Here's my employee recommendation.
Darrell's recommendations.
If you haven't seen it, go watch The Matrix.
Okay, I'm sure everybody's seen that.
No, but not everyone has.
That's true. Yeah,
Go watch
that's a
The
great
Matrix.
movie. That's a great movie.
It's an awesome movie. It's a pivotal movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. I remember going to the theater and seeing that, not knowing what it was about. We just it looked like a cool action movie, and then we saw it in the theater and we walked out like, "Wow, that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life."
It's like a
Groundbreaking.
bunch of trench coats. That's what that whole movie is.
In slow motion,
Yeah.
bullet time.
Bullet time. Oh yeah.
Yep.
You are the one, Neo.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna recommend It Comes at Night for anybody that wants to watch a good horror flick.
A Quiet Place looks dope, by the way. BTW. A Quiet Place with
Yes.
with Jim. We saw that trailer too, but Justin was like, "What happened to Jim?" Because like Jim Halpert is in that movie. He's got a beard or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, because I know he was doing those Jack Ryan movies for Hulu or Vudu or whatever, and I was like, But this looks a little bit more believable. Yeah, that movie looks kind of sweet, eerie.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it because
Oh,
you probably have to buy It Comes at Night unless you Redbox it, I guess.
I'm so sure.
I'm gonna say watch The Mist. That's my.
Why
horror.
would you ever recommend that to anyone?
Because it's great.
It's a great horror movie.
Make sure you stay till the end.
Yep. Make it through. That's the Mist or
Are
It
you
Comes at Night.
okay?
one
Why
of
are
the
you
two.
recommending that to people?
Because it's a great movie.
Jake watched like 10 depressing movies last week, he said.
Yep. I'm in the mood. What about you, Justin?
Let's see. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to do a TV show.
Like Netflix?
Yeah. Let's do Stranger Things. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
I need
Everybody's
to watch
talking
that
about
still.
it. And I know Darrell hasn't seen it, so...
You haven't seen any of it?
Well, I saw the first season.
Oh,
Well, that's
I saw like
that's all you really need to
I
watch.
saw like up to the arcade in the first episode.
it's one of those ones where everybody's talking about it, so just watch it. It's only 2 seasons, so suck it up.
First season's great.
Yeah.
Did you see What's Her Face's sister's going to be in the third season?
What's her face's sister?
Oh, what is her name?
What's her
damn it.
face's sister? Your Google foo is weak.
Yeah.
Your brain foo is weak.
I'm
too.
not even going to look it up. I don't
I
care.
guess I'll have to look up Stranger Things season 3.
Yeah. What's her face? It's like she has like a hyphenated name. It's Uma Thurman's daughter?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Uma Thurman's daughter.
Little-
I don't know
little-
what that is.
Little
not who
Thurman?
that is.
Little Thurman, yeah.
It's Uma.
No, I know who she is. I watched Kill
more.
Bill 1 and 2 last week, and that was
God,
a
it's so
great
good.
rewatch.
It's so good.
It's so messed
Dude,
up.
the soundtrack for the first movie is so bomb.
Any soundtrack for any Tarantino movie's bomb.
Yeah, but that was like, geez,
Ooh.
wild kicking the hell out of the Detroit women. God, we suck. 37 and 22. Come
At
on.
least we're in 26 and 29 like them.
Yeah, whatever.
But what's it?
They playing it harder to.
If you ain't first, you're last.
If you ain't first, you're last. That's one comedy I can always go back to and just sit there and laugh at. I swear to God.
I just caught that on TV the other day, like any other day
Now,
of the week.
son, you gotta drive with the fear.
What is this that you're talking about?
Really don't know what it is.
No. Days of Thunder?
Yep.
Is it?
Nailed it.
No, it's Talladega Nights.
Oh. I haven't watched that movie in a while.
I'm still trying to get my chicken dinner, by the way, on PlayerUnknown's Battleground. I've been playing it a lot.
Are you doing it singly or with a group?
I'm playing with Angel.
Okay, that's
Just
easy
one,
enough.
Just one other dude. But it's hard because it's like everything's so randomized. And it's like sometimes by the time you drop and like, you know, you pick your spot and you parachute down or whatever,
Find something.
the levels aren't even loaded in yet. It's like this giant, like horrible, like looking PlayStation 1 geometric.
Is that
like,
new?
burnt
It was
down
working
pa-
last week.
No, it's like weird. Sometimes it doesn't load in right away. The cool thing that I do like about the game is that it has like dynamic weather and like day and night. Like I haven't seen a night game in particular, but I have seen like dusk.
Tough. Me and... No, I'm thinking of something else. Continue.
We played Ghost Recon at night, and that's
I know,
ridiculous.
that's what I was thinking of. Don't tell them.
Oh.
I know we don't have a. I know
That was tough.
I know we don't have a lot of gamers that listen to our show, but if you have
We recommend...
Any type
Our
of-
recommendation for this week is to try a video game.
Celeste,
I feel
You
like there's a
must
video game
play
for
Celeste.
everybody.
Celeste is my favorite.
Find your video game. And
If you
play
have
it.
an Xbox One, get Mad Max and play it. That's my suggestion.
Celeste.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Well, that's all for
delightful.
everything. Yeah.
Firewatch.
so
Firewatch is a good intro to.
I know,
gaming.
but it's just like it's so slow. It is very slow moving.
It's a
I feel like
story.
that's what people who don't game are looking for, though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
True.
a hand-eye thing. That
True. Well, Telltale too.
and they want people and they want a storytelling experience.
Like-
they want the artistic.
It's like you want to cry in the game, you're gonna play The Last of Us, or you're gonna play The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Or Borderlands. Tales from the Borderlands. That's pretty good too. Kind of got to know about it though.
Have you played that?
I started it.
Oh, dude, it's so funny.
I could, it's okay.
You
but
gotta
it's
let
like-
it. You gotta let it go. Like
Yeah.
the last level is the best.
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
I've been playing
Because there's
Borderlands
this-
2. But
have you played that
Yeah, it's been 8 years.
with the gunfight at the end? If you know what I'm talking
In
about.
2?
Oh no, Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh no, I haven't beat that one.
Oh,
I have it because it was free. I
Yeah.
think.
I was
That's when
like,
I got
I
it,
was
too.
chuckling.
I remember
and leaning
watching-
over, laughing so hard.
No, I remember watching clips from it and laughing my ass off and saying this is hilarious.
that's what's that voice actor?
Handsome Jack is the
Yeah.
best in that.
Who is that? That's
That's that guy.
It's the guy that did Joker, and he's Joel.
Mark Hamill.
No, the other guy.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill does video game voice work and was the Joker. Tell
Yeah,
me
but
I'm
this
wrong.
guy was the Joker too, and he did. He was Joel in Last of Us. God, why can't I remember his name? Are you looking that up, Darrell?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's
pulling
worth
it up right
a
now.
mention. He's worth a mention because he's really, really, really good.
He's really, really, really good.
What are the voice actors? Let's see.
You're gonna
Anyway.
have to.
Troy
Troy
Baker.
Baker.
Yeah,
Oh,
Troy
yeah.
Baker. He's Uncharted.
Oh, that's
Nathan
Reese.
Drake. He's Nathan Drake.
Laura Bailey is Fiona.
Patrick Warburton. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Hardwick too is in that.
Oh, no
Dang.
kidding.
They got some real Nolan North.
Nolan North. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they got some really good Phil Lamar. Man, they got some good voice actors in there.
Wait, Nolan North was Drake, right? Uncharted?
Yeah.
Or was he the brother?
August.
Auguste.
No, in Uncharted, Darrell.
Oh, I don't know. I never played those games.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, anyway, Troy Baker's awesome. He's great.
That would be a fun job too. I always thought with voice actor.
yeah, voice
If
work.
you had a good voice and could do like sound effects or
Yep.
inflections and accents.
Damon Clark did Handsome Jack.
Really. He's great. It's a great game series.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
If you're into shooters too, man, that Borderlands is awesome.
It is. It's
There's
just,
that handsome
if you have
edition,
some
right?
asshole running ahead of you like 80 miles and
Like
fucking
Angel when I
looting
played with him.
everything.
He's just like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting at the end of the mission. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm coming.
That's
Yeah.
how my other cousin was. God bless you, Phil. I love you, but you ran ahead of me and you didn't have a mic. It's like, come on.
Oh,
That's always fun.
like,
that's
son of a
that's
bitch.
mean.
That's funny. But they're great games,
No,
though.
I'm just kidding, bud.
Great games. I love the art style of them games, too. It's so good. What is that? Cell shaded, right?
Yeah,
Cell shading. Yeah.
Have you played A Wolf Among Us?
I haven't
The
finished
Game of
it,
Thrones.
but
The
yeah.
Game of
Love
Thrones.
it.
The Game of Thrones one is actually worthy.
You
Really?
can find a lot
Yeah.
of those graphic novels at half price books.
Game of Thrones.
No, the Wolf Among Us, the Fables series.
They're so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those before. Especially, I read that one. I can't remember what it was called. What that book was called.
They check your ID.
No, you can have your mom write a note and it lasts for like 2 years.
Oh yeah, like they have your parents sign off on it.
Yeah, it's
That's
kind of like the
pretty cool.
movie store.
It's such a good
remember
idea,
that.
too. It's a great story. It's awesome. You're like a detective, but it's set in the fairy tale world, so you're like the werewolf. But you're a detective. And there's like a Tweedledee and Tweedledum are like these bar owners. And
Yep.
like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. I didn't know what to expect when I first started playing that, and I got into it. I only played I think the first 2 chapters of that game. I should play the last part of it, but it was good. But anyway, what are you on Facebook for, Justin?
Don't worry about it.
I'm already losing you guys. It was a mistake to put this extra monitor in here.
You don't like it?
Well, it's like sitting here watching, talking to you while you're on your phones.
Yeah, but at least you can see what's on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bringing up helpful.
Yeah, but this
info.
is not a video podcast, so nobody else can see it.
That's all right. We can make one time. If you
We
guys
should.
want to have us make one, just shout out and I mean, I've got a GoPro, and we can figure something out.
Go.
There's not much to look at with these three burly gentlemen sitting in the kitchen, but
We should. We still got to do that movie
I can trim
thing
my beard
with Austin and those guys. Backlog
yeah, absolutely. I would love to do that still. If they would have us graciously.
Yep.
We're kind of on the backlog ourselves with
It's
having
just
surgery.
Yeah, the timing was just bad.
Yeah.
So.
But
anyway.
Yeah, it looks like we're kind
That
of
guy's weather reports are great, Justin.
Frankie McDonald. Yeah, Frankie McDonald says we're gonna get slammed here in Minnesota. So
he's a Wisconsin dude, right?
no, he's from he's Canadian, dude.
Oh, is he?
He's-
That's right. He's always talked about the Canadian weather
Yeah.
blowing down here.
Yeah. So go get your China food in your Samsung Galaxy cell phones, everybody.
It's so funny. What happened? Oh. Anyway, we want to hear from you, cyberbots. We want to hear what do we want to hear from them?
They've ever been to China?
How about
Would you go? I actually saw a
China's-
trip for $500
Dude,
to
I
go
heard
on a guided tour
That's
to China.
because the other day they ruled out. They made presidential term limits unconstitutional. So the dude's basically dictator for life now. So they're like, oh shit, anybody can come here. Sure.
Oh, thanks. Anyways, thanks for sticking with us.
Wickus.
Wickas. You can email us at cyberlunch1@outlook.com or contact us via our Facebook page at cyberlunch. YouTube as well.
Well, that's
Facebook.
where you're listening to it right now. obviously.
That's the only
Facebook,
place.
Face.
Yeah. check
I've
out our
looked into
Facebook
it,
page.
and I've honestly got a little overwhelmed, and I need to take a step back to figure out how we can actually get our podcast to a third-party supporter to let us be able to stream to iTunes. There's a lot of hoops you got to jump through,
Yeah.
and this is a huge learning curve for us.
Bunch of bureaucracy.
And they charge you, and I get it. It's a service. That's fine. But anyways, hopefully soon I'll light a fire under my own ass, and I'll get us on a more proper service where you don't have to have us open on YouTube.
We're
But
making progress. We got storage now.
we do. I just bought a 4 terabyte hard drive. So
We got storage.
Yep.
Passport,
We're getting toys.
Western Digital.
Gradually,
We're
slowly but surely.
slowly building, slowly but surely.
We got a third screen experience
Don't call me
here.
Shirley.
Yeah, don't call me Shirley.
Hit us up. I wanted to mention that I'm on Xbox One playing, I don't know, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and other things like that. It's Fallen Saint 17. Go ahead and friend me if you want, and we can play some games or whatever you would like. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, leave me alone. I don't want to tell anybody mine.
Wow.
Go ahead, Justin.
It's all people you know.
I know. That's who I want to talk to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, upgrade. UPGRAYEDD for the double dose of pimping. 3. I can't remember the numbers though.
Oh, yeah. You have this
3.
stupid...
Put him on the spot. Anyways, just hit up.
Yeah.
Gary
Justin.
Laser Eyes is mine.
Oh, that's still yours?
Yep. And once I get back on PlayStation, I'll be Vince the Pince on there. That's mine.
VinceThePince.com.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Darrell.
I'm Justin.
I'm Jake.
We are Cyber Lunch, and we're
Did the Wild Lose that video.